Welcome students to ND's English Grammar channel on YouTube. In this video, I have specially for lower classes sentence structures. You all write sentences, but very often you do not take care of the structures. You also know a few structures, common structures, which I will discuss here. All are common. Let us start. First structure is simple sentence structure, which is S plus V plus O, subject, verb, object structure. And the examples are: she reads books. She subject, reads verb, books object. The dog barked. The dog subject, barked verb. Here object is missing. You can also say this is another structure, subject plus verb. So, we can take it like this. First structure, subject plus verb, the dog barked. Second structure, subject plus verb plus object, she reads books. You can make similar sentences of your choice and learn them and practice the structure. And these are simple sentence structure. This is that we have just learned, subject verb object structure. This is simple sentence structure. Now we have compound sentence or compound sentence structure. Two independent clauses joined by a coordinating conjunction. So, a compound sentence is a combination of two independent sentences joined by conjunctions which are coordinating, such as and, but, or, so, etc. And you have learned already, I have discussed conjunctions. So, the example sentences are: I wanted to go, first clause. It was raining, second clause. Coordinating conjunction is but. So the full sentence is: I wanted to go, but it was raining. Second example: he studied hard. He passed the test. The coordinating conjunction here is and. So the compound sentence becomes: he studied hard and he passed the test. We can take another example: he studied hard but he failed. Or we can also say he studied hard and so he passed the test. So students, you can construct similar kind of sentences and learn them. The more you practice, the more easy for you the structure will be. Now we have the complex sentence structure. Now, in a complex sentence, one independent clause and one or more dependent clauses and joined by subordinating conjunctions. And the structure pattern as given: independent clause, or you can say main clause, plus subordinating conjunction, which are what, which, whom, where, when, if, so, because, etc. plus dependent clause. Here the point to be remembered, the subordinate clause begins with a subordinating conjunction, but main clause begins with subject. Examples are, although he was tired, he kept working. Here, although he was tired, it is a subordinating clause because although is the subordinating conjunction and he kept working is the main clause. He kept working can express the meaning alone. He kept working means he worked. But although he was tired, if you say singly, although he was tired, what although he was tired? You cannot understand. But when this subordinate clause is joined with the main clause, then the meaning is full. So the subordinate clause cannot express the meaning itself. Only when it can express meaning when it is joined to the main clause. Second example, she smiled because she was happy. She smiled, this is main clause, because she was happy, subordinate clause, and because is the subordinating conjunction here. So students, you can practice, and in your grammar books perhaps you will get a whole chapter on complex sentences. I will also give complex sentences and other in my next videos. Then you have most common sentence structure is interrogative sentence structure or question sentence structure. This structure is used to ask questions. Structure, WH word, or we can say WH question word, then auxiliary verb or helping verb, then subject, then verb, and then mark of interrogation. Example sentences are, where are you going? Where is the WH question word, are is the helping verb, you is the subject, going is the main verb. Second example, do you like pizza? Do is the helping verb asking question, you is the subject, like is the main verb, pizza is the other words or object. Now we have imperative sentence structure. Here I have given you only command and request. Most of you all know this. These imperative sentence structures are used to give orders or advice or sometimes requesting, or always requesting you can say, because when we use please and do like words, it is request. Structure is base verb, then object, or subject is sometimes implied or silent. Example sentences are, please close the door. Please is the requesting word, close is the verb, door is the object, but who is requesting is silent, or to whom it is told is silent, because the person is in front of us and he is the second person. So in the requesting sentence or order sentence or command sentence, same thing, the second person subject is kept silent, and in case of order and command, the sentence begins with the verb. The second sentence, read this paragraph. Here read is the verb in base form or present form. This paragraph is object and the actually subject is you. In front of the you, the person, you can say. So, the imperative sentence, which are orders, the sentence begins with a verb. And the requesting sentence begins with the word please. And the structure, base verb, object or subject sometimes implied. Please practice more sentences that will help you. Then we have negative sentences. All of you know it. Negative sentences states that something is not true. Structure, subject, auxiliary or helping verb, the negative word not, and main verb. Examples are, she does not like coffee. She subject, does is the auxiliary or helping verb, not is the negative word, like is the main verb, and coffee is the object or other words. Second example, they were not ready. They subject, were be verb or helping verb here, not is the main negative word, and ready is the adverb or other words. You know, and here we also use do not when the subject is not third person. They do not like coffee. I do not like coffee. Now, exclamatory sentence. They express strong emotion, fear, surprise, etc. And there are lots of emotions and there are lots of exclamatory phrases or words. The structure sentences here we have given with what and how. You can also have exclamatory sentence beginning with exclamatory phrases or words like hurrah, alas, oh. But here I have discussed the important two structures beginning with what and how. So the structure goes like this: what or how plus adjective plus subject plus verb, then exclamation mark. Example sentence: what a beautiful painting this is. Remember, is the to be verb form and it is always at the end in case of exclamatory sentence. The second example is how fast she runs. Or you can say how beautiful the flower is. You can make similar sentences and learn for yourself. Now I have passive voice sentence, that is passive format. Its focus is on the action rather than the doer. So the definition tells us a passive sentence focuses on the action, not the subject or doer, but an active sentence gives importance to the subject, telling us that subject is doing some action. But a passive sentence gives importance on the action. structure, object, form of be verb or to be verb is, am, are, was, were, be, been, then past participle of the main verb, and then by plus by subject. Examples are: the cake was baked by my mother. So was is the to be verb, baked is the main verb. So this portion is very important, students. I would like to remind you, the passive form of the verb is made up of past participle of the main verb and then one to be verb before it. And as I tell you, present tense to be verbs are 3, is, am, are. Past tense to be verbs are 2, was, were. For perfect tense to be verb is 1, been. And future tense, the to be verb or be verb is be, be. So to be verb plus main verb past participle is the passive form of any action verb. The second example is, the letter was written in haste. Here you see, written is the past participle of the main verb and was is the to be verb here. And also remember that to be verb indicates the tense of the sentence. In both these examples, the to be verb is in past form, so you can say the sentence is in past passive structure. Now we move to sentence beginning with there. This there begins a sentence. It is actually not the subject. The actual subject is somewhere else. It is used to state the existence of something. Something is on this planet or in this universe. Structure, there plus is, are plus noun, and then you can give other words. Example sentences are: there is a cat on the roof. Is the verb, cat is the noun, and on the roof is other words, other part. Second example is: there are many books on the table. Now, conditional sentence structure. Students, this is I have attempted for lower class. That is why I have not given all the conditional sentence structures. You can follow my other videos where conditional structures are explained, and I will give also conditional sentence structures for lower classes. Here only 2 examples. The conditional sentence structure is used to show a condition and its result. So in this structure, one sentence is conditional sentence and another is resultative sentence or result sentence. The conditional sentence begins with the condition word if, as if, as though. Normally if. For lower class I have given. The example sentences are: if you work hard, you will succeed. If it rains, we will stay inside. So you see, if is the conditional word and you work hard is the sentence, and you will succeed is the result. If you work hard, you will succeed. Your success depends upon your working hard. This is the condition. Because if this condition is fulfilled, you will succeed. If it rains, we will stay inside. We will stay inside is the result. When it will happen? It will happen only if it rains. So, if the condition is fulfilled, the result will take place. You can make similar sentences, lots of similar sentences, and learn them. So students, I hope this video have given you a pretty good idea on sentence structures, and I will give you more in my next videos. Please subscribe to Andy's Grammar channel on YouTube. Thank you.